All right, let's start section 6-1, which is called linear and nonlinear systems of equations. Problem number 1A says solve each system of equations. So this problem and many like this, you got to just look at what is given to you. And when there's multiple ways you can attack this problem, and I'm going to do this in a way that we're going to show more in detail, basically I think in the next section. But anyway, so when I add these two equations together, I can draw a line underneath there. Because this and this are the same number, but they're opposite signs, they cancel out. So x plus x is 2x, 4 plus 2 is 6. If I divide both sides by 2, I get x equals 3. If x equals 3, I can plug that x into this equation here, okay? Just over here, I'll do that. So 3 plus y equals 4. If I take away 3 from both sides, I get y equals 1. And there is my two answers, but you're okay to leave it like that, but this is maybe even a better way to write it, because we call this an ordered pair. Okay, so I'm going to put that together, and I get x and y, 3 and 1. Okay? All right, so if I do letter B, based on this one here, I look at what it takes for me to get rid of this y right here. So if I take the equation, which is 2x plus y equals 5, underneath there I have 3x minus 2y equals 4. I'll just draw an arrow over here to show you both of those. But if I multiply this first equation by 2, that gives me 4x plus 2y equals 10. This gives me 3x minus 2y equals 4. When I add those up, this 4 plus 3 is 7. Look at here. This 2y minus 2y cancels out, and you're left with 10 plus 4 is 14. Divide by 7. Divide by 7, x is 2. Plug 2 back into one of these two equations. Doesn't matter which one. I'll just use the first one. All right? 2 parentheses x plus y equals 5. 4 plus y equals 5. Subtract 4 from both sides. Y equals 1. There's your two answers. If you put them in an ordered pair, it will be 2, 1. All right? Number 3, or part C, or whatever. All right? So, on this one here, I could do it the same way I did on the last problem. Okay? But I'm going to show you another way called the substitution method. So, if I took this y and added to 0, I end up with something called x equals y. Alright, so now, if x equals y, I can plug this y, I can just replace this x with this y. Okay? So that would give me 5y minus 3y equals 6. 5 minus 3 is 2y equals 6. Divide by 2, and you get y equals 3. You have one answer here. If y equals 3, well, y and x are the same thing, so wouldn't x also equal 3? And wouldn't it be okay to write this as an ordered pair, which is 3, 3? Okay? All right, so number 4, or letter D, whatever. All right, so letter D. All right, so what I would do is I would solve this equation for y. So to save us some space and time here, just know that if I put y over here and I put the -1 over here, it would simply switch places and the signs would change. That's all I did to do that. I don't have to do the whole long process and show you every part of that, because I know you can just simply flip them and change the sign. And that's all legal, and that's the same equation that was here. All right? So, if y equals this, if I have 3x squared plus 4x minus whatever y is, which is minus y, which is 2x plus 1 equals 7. And then the minus changes everything, so 3x squared plus 4x minus 2x minus 1 equals 7. Let's collect like terms, move everything to the other side, and then we can factor this. So 3x squared plus 2x, almost messed up there. 4 minus 2 is 2x. And then -1 minus 7 is -8 equals 0. here's the equation you're going to work. So now we're going to come over here with the x box. I think that's going to be your best bet. So multiply 3 times negative 8 is negative 24. 2 goes at the bottom. What two numbers would multiply to get 24 but add up to be positive 2? Okay, a little tricky here on this one because 12 times 2 you think is 24, but that's not equal to 10, or not equal to 2. I mean, 8 times 3 is also, but it doesn't add up to be positive 2. So it's got to be 6 and negative 4. Then you go to your box. That's why it was so important to learn the x box when we did it, because we're going to see it again a lot. So 3x squared minus 8 goes here, 6x minus 4x goes there. Take out the 3x. Take out the negative 4. Take out the x, and take out the 2. That's the only thing that comes common with each of those. So 3x minus 4 equals 0. X plus 2 equals 0. Subtract 2 and you get x equals negative 2. Add 4, divide by 3. X equals 4/3. Okay? Alright, so you guys actually had two answers on that one, okay? Now, to do the problem then, because you want to find y, right? So if you're going to have two x's, okay, it would also stand to reason that you're going to have two y's. Alright, so we don't want to forget to plug that back in. So if I plug x back in for y, okay, I'm sorry, plug x back in for x on this equation. It doesn't matter which equation you use, but I would use the easier of the two equations, okay? So you plug x back in, and you would get 2 parentheses negative 2 plus 1 equals y. So that's 2 times negative 2. That's negative 4. Negative 4 plus 1. Negative 4 plus 1 is negative 3 equals y. So for this answer, you would have negative 2 comma negative 3. Okay? Can you see that? And then you do the same thing with the 4/3. You would plug the 4/3 in place of x. And then you will get your y for that one, okay? All right. So on letter E, I'll actually do that one separate away from, it's the same problem, I just won't do it here. Okay? All right. Letter F. Letter F. So let's do this one here. This one here, I'm going to change this right here, again like I did in the last equation, to get y equals x plus 4. If that's what y is, x plus 4 goes here. X squared plus x plus 4 equals 3. Take away 3 from both sides, you get x squared plus x plus 1 equals 0. I cannot factor that, so I'm going to have to use the quadratic formula. X equals negative 1 plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c, all divided by 2a, or 2a, I'm sorry guys, a is 1, so 2 times 1, alright, equals negative 1 plus or minus the square root of negative 3 over 2. Well, there's no real solution, so really it just is negative 1 plus or minus I squared root of 3 over 2. That's kind of your answer, I guess. I mean, it's no real solution, but that's your answer. So it's an imaginary answer, okay? So really, I mean, you're not going to plug this back in to find y in this particular case, but that's what you would do. This is an imaginary number, okay? All right. So I believe I have the same answer on this one as well, and so I won't do this one. I'll show you just on the video, but not on the video. All right. So lastly, it says, solve each system graphically by using Desmos, and I will show you that in class, okay? So I will not do this one any further. I will actually probably make a video for this and show you how to do this problem, both these, any problem like this in Desmos, and I'll probably even show you how to do some of these up here in Desmos as well to show you an easy way to find those solutions, okay? All right, but anyway, there's the assignment. And again, these last two problems, when you do them on the assignment, I think it's the last, I'm not sure which number it is here that refers to, but just do these in Desmos and it'll be an easy, quick answer every time, okay? All right, that is all. Bye.